Alright, welcome everyone to Go to Bedcast's retrospective for Smash as a series as a whole. I'm gonna be your host, Austin, and today we're gonna be starting the whole thing off with Smash 64. I want to get into real quick why I'm doing this. This looping video is actually only 5 minutes long, so I better hightail it. But I love Smash. I wouldn't be here doing this stream. I wouldn't have had probably any online presence without this series. And I'm very happy that I am where I am in my position, in where I am in life, and the friends I have. I never would have been friends with Tom, friends with Ship, anyone if it was not for this series. This series means so much to me. More than just, you know, what it is as a game. And it has been with me through my whole life. I love this series, man. I have a lot of bias for it. And a lot of bias for Nintendo because of it, but you know, I think it's warranted. I wouldn't be here without it. So I'm going to be going through all the games, and maybe if there's anyone else that joins me, they'll be here as well to help to join me, and I'm going to be talking about all sorts of my personal experience and memories with the games, and I'm also going to talk about them mechanically. Not like in a competitive sense. I don't mean that. I mean just in general, because there's, you know, mechanics affect you as you casually play a game. So I just want to go over everything, go over the details, the features of each game. You know, I want to get into it all, because all of these games, every Smash game has like unique features that were only in select games. And I think they're worth covering and revisiting and reminiscing on. And showing what was there. So, okay, I think that's good. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started over here with Smash 64. I have to unpause it. So we're gonna kick things off with Smash 64. The black sheep of the bunch. I'm gonna call every game the black sheep of the bunch, but you didn't hear that from me. And I'm gonna start all the way down at the bottom and probably crawl up from what is and show everything, and then we're gonna get into mechanics. We're gonna do features, then mechanics, then hop in and start unlocking characters. So in this game there were no trophies, but there are character bios that are very similar to how the trophies did work, especially with like showing their works and everything. All the characters, nobody unlocked, of course. What was that? Oh, right, it shows you the animations they can do if they start with it in the bottom left. First records, just testing things out. Nothing to show there. Versus what you would expect. Item switch is an unlockable thing in this game, as it is in some other ones. I don't think this game does not have time and stock at the same time. Yeah, you can see either time or stock. Doesn't have both. It's 2 bonus games. Break the targets.
Board the platform.
And board the platforms. Something that has not come back in any other part of the series. Now I wanna... We're gonna have to do break the target for all the starting characters to unlock someone. I forget who. But we'll be doing that. And also, I don't have a main in this game. I remember I just went around the roster because I thought all the characters were cool when I was a youngin'. But I'm gonna go with Pikachu for most of today. And, oh, but I'm gonna show you training first. I'm gonna show you, give you a rundown on mechanics, so yeah, I think I'm gonna doing that with Pikachu. We Smash 64. Okay, so as I've said, I'm gonna... It might sound like competitive talk, but I mean, mechanics of a video game affect you no matter how you play. So I'm gonna go over the mechanics and how things were unique to Smash 64. First off, in this game, compared to the other ones, there is no side specials. It is just neutral, down, and up B. No side specials in this one. Charge attacks, or smash attacks, don't charge at all. I believe those are the main neutral ones. Everything else is still intact, your forward airs, nairs. Yep. Mechanically, otherwise, how about with movement? With movement, this game had what was known as Z canceling. And you may think of L canceling, because it is L canceling. And it's not there's a misconception that L canceling or Z canceling are a bug, an unintended feature, but Z canceling is something that's literally in the instruction manual. If you have the manual on you, look it up. It is literally, Z canceling is something it tells you about in the manuals. The beat, yeah, in this game, in training mode, every stage that you go to has the same training mode music, and it has that background with the Smash logo. No other game did that, and I think it's really cool. Especially with, like, let me show you on Corneria, or Sector Z as it is in this game, with that black and red one. God, that's so cool. So I mentioned Z canceling, but I didn't show it off. So let me get a different character to show it off, someone who's better for it. Z canceling is the act of canceling all of your landing lag. In this game, it cancels all of your landing lag. In future games, it speeds it up. But when this is perfect to show off with Link's down air. See how it has the particle effect that comes off the ring around him, and he has to pick his sword up and do that animation. If you hit Z at the right time when he lands, that just cancels it all. As he's landing, you hit it, and it cancels everything. See, I got used to Pikachu, now I have to jump as Link. Like that. Again, an intended feature. This is absolutely a intended feature. It is literally in the instruction book printed. To be able to cancel, it cancels landing lag. In future games, it speeds it up. In this one, it cancels. This game has some other things where, this game has the most hit stun out of any Smash game. And what that means is how long after an attack before you can do another input. I think, let's see, as you look at combo in the top left, that shows how many hits you can get off without the enemy being able to interrupt it. So, like, look how long Samus will be in the air for. Oh, this one doesn't reset HP. I'm gonna need Samus to reset her health. But this game has the most hit stun, and hit stun is, after you get hit or sent flying, how long before you're able to do another input. So, and it's gonna be something that screws me up a lot when I play this game and go through the story mode, because it has so much compared to the other games. Because in, like, in Smash Wii U, what you could do is shield. You could mash the shield button and you'll probably get like an air dodge on your way down after being hit. That's probably not gonna happen in this game. Also, that being a combo is pretty crazy. That just won't happen in this game. My options are to get away or move away. There is no DI in this game. Directional influence being while you're in hit stun, controlling your direction, and even afterwards. You can't control it when you're being hit. You know, your hit stun is what it is. You can't control it like in the other games. I forgot to mention there is no up throw or down throw in this game either. It's back throw or forward throw. Shields are also super powerful in this game because of how long they last, and shield cancels into your grab. This game has tick throws, This game straight up has tick throws, and a tick throw is... I mean, normally what it is jabbing and then grabbing an opponent, and that being like a mix-up on them. In this game, you know, it is a straight... You can't do anything about that. Just, it immediately, it cancels into it. Tick throws aren't usually cancels, but this is a straight up cancel. Like that. Oh yeah, that's a good move to show canceling, Z canceling on. But yeah, that's what this game has to offer. I believe that's about it. That covers the basics of how Smash 64 works, and again, you know, it's not like those mechanics don't exist if you play free-for-all or with items. It's all there. I don't discriminate. I have fun with this game no matter how it's played. I'll get into the later games, but oh yeah, we have to do normal for one of the characters, I think. Let's go ahead and get started. For one of the, I'll talk about the competitive scene in another game, where it's more relevant, but I care more about this game casually. My earliest memories always being, it's definitely just playing through classic mode. We definitely had all the characters unlocked, but we had no way of knowing how to unlock them, of course. We did not look at the internet that early. We totally had it, it was dial-up, but we weren't on GameFAQs looking up how to get characters. Also, I know I pointed out Z canceling, but I'm never gonna do it. My earliest memories though being going through training mode, or not training mode, classic mode. This Yoshi stage is so... these are the vivid memories, is like, Metal Mario, this... But yeah, I played all sorts of characters. Just like, you know, quickly going over mains. I played Marth in Brawl. I didn't play anyone in Melee or 64. And in... Wii U, it was definitely... became Link. By the end of Smash Wii U, it was Link. You know, patches changed everything. And I have a lot of characters I want to play in Ultimate. I have so many characters I want to play. My list now, after today, with Incineroar and Ken, that list is like 15 characters I am interested in playing. And I'm not the kind who now like swaps between that many characters. I want to learn one character and get really good with them, and enjoy constantly playing them. Hell no, let go of that bat. For, you know, I need to be on normal to unlock this one character. I think it's Ness. You need to be on normal for him, and no continues. After I get him, I'm gonna set it to very easy, just so we can breeze through it more efficiently. Especially because this is now, like, the game I have the least amount of experience playing. I don't know if the characters, like, punish shield. Holy shit, the grab range! It's also slower, it's a little more floaty than the other games in comparison. There we go. But yeah, this game is, because of that hit stun and especially like Z canceling, this game has combos. And they're pretty crazy. I'm gonna do, normally I just skip these, but since we have to do them, I'm gonna go ahead and do break the targets for Pikachu. because we do have to do it for, what is it, the one character. And when you do it in story, or in classic mode. It's not even called classic mode in this game, I forgot. It's just, fuck, what does the game call it? Mario Brothers. Before I saw Luigi was unlockable, I don't know what I thought. I don't know if I thought, like, well, Luigi's only in classic mode. Get out of here. He's not coming back, right? Yeah, fuck you. You can't grab that thing at the bottom. The platform that goes left and right. You can't grab that in this game. You can in Wii U and in Ultimate. But you can't grab it in this one. Oh, buffer. I forgot to talk about buffering because it just affected me. This game and Melee don't have buffering, and what buffering is essentially queuing up your input while you're in the middle of doing another. And that doesn't exist in this game. Nice. Where in the other games you could, it might be easy to use like a fighting game comparison. But like, say you block your opponent and they do a punishable move and you're ready to punish it. You don't have to wait until like your character is finished blocking to do the input. You can do it while your character is blocking because there's a buffer window that lets you essentially queue up your input. I'm putting it in very basic terms, but that's what it is. And that doesn't exist in this game or Melee. And by the way, that's why Melee, technically, competitively, is so goddamn impressive. Because you can't buffer how you play that game. Especially with like the what is required to do in that game to play competitively. Beyond wave dashing or L canceling, that's not much. Board the platforms, not in any other game, but it's a cool mode. I'll do it. I'll do one. Where you just go around and you board the platforms. Doesn't seem like it doesn't even seem like target test break the targets is in Smash Ultimate. Yeah, it doesn't seem that way at all, actually, now that I think about it. Stage Builder isn't there either. I thought Stage Builder was actually really cool in Smash Wii U. There were a lot of neat things you could do with it. But, I mean, they didn't show it off, so it might be safe to assume it was cut. Where'd he go? Oh. The camera wasn't adjusting for that one. But yeah, you know, I have my memories with this game, but it is the hardest for me to just go back and play in comparison to the others. Oh, classic mode is also always the same in this game. So it's always same things, same ways. So I think Samus being here on this map and how this map is totally intentional. Because this map fucking sucks in this game because of the floor. Look, yeah, dead, right? Nope, welcome back. Aside from other history of this game where it was supposed to be, it was still like a take Sakurai had on fighting games, and then adding Nintendo characters was done after. Miyamoto said, no, don't do that, and then Sakurai did it anyways and then showed him, and he was like, ah, alright. Which is pretty Miyamoto. Oh, Race to the Finish, also never brought back. All you do is race to the finish. I guess when you have like adventure mode, World of Light, Subspace, you don't need it. Smash Tour. I don't think I got to talk about how much I love the World of Light main theme. And then Smash Ultimate's main theme enough. But that theme is fucking awesome. With lyrics. It might not be everything. It might seem like out of place to some people, but I really, really like it. I'm surprised with all the callbacks, like Fighting Polygon Team wasn't brought back. Like legit. Oh good, Beedrill, that's a good one. Fighting, I just thought like, if they did anything, because it's always been different in every game. So even the fact that it's Mii's again is surprising. Is that on my side? Yes, okay. I thought they would really mix it up, and I thought the Dittos would be awesome to do something different. If you could fight Dittos. There's no doubt like that's probably something in Spirits mode. To fight, what is it? Dittos. No doubt about that. Oh shit, that could have been bad. I'd really rather not like go into the last fight with one stock. Not that it's, you know, hard, but just to be safe, really. Master Hand's kinda mechanically different in this one. Where there's a lot of shit that you just can't really avoid too well. Oh yeah, no air dodges. See, that's why. That's why I went into this with 2 stock. There we go. That's why I wanted 2 stock. I knew something like that would happen. And let's speed this up. Every credits thing in Smash actually has a quote-unquote mini-game to it. There's our congratulations card. And it's Ness. This is also just easier to do because difficulty settings in Smash also turn up the launch rate. The launch rate for enemies and decreases it for you. Knockback, it increases knockback. Damage ratio, that's the proper in-game term. It increases damage ratio on enemies and lowers it on yourself. Let me tell you about today though. It's been wild with Smash. People seem to have really based their expectation on leaks that, you know, they couldn't confirm. Like, I didn't believe the Grinch leaks. They were good. The story behind them is amazing. And it has a lot of implications to it now being fake. But, like, you can't see it. And how are they gonna add 7 more characters? Just like, alright guys, we're gonna slow down the characters. We don't have much more. Like, oh, we have 7 more characters. Nah, you're crazy. What do you want to do? I sometimes I just stop and observe the AI to see what it's about to do in case it does something really silly. I still had even notes on other things that were happening. We got into the Fallout beta. Me and Miguel played some of it, and we're gonna play more on Saturday on stream. I mean, I'm gonna play whenever next time it's up. I had left with a more solid impression than I thought I would, honestly, because it didn't really like feel to me like we were getting just multiplayer Fallout, but that, I mean, that's what it is. Except, you know, without story. I feel like it's lacking in purpose and endgame. And it doesn't feel like they thought out the details too well. But, I mean, and also it's buggy as shit and unoptimized. It's horrible optimization. It performs so bad. And they just hid a lot of graphics options for no reason. Maybe there is an advanced thing somewhere, but I couldn't see it. And, I mean, it would make sense because Fallout games don't have those at all, normally. Fallout games normally have the options in a launcher before you start the game. God damn it. And every graphics setting, including like switching between borderless window and full screen, you gotta close the game to do that. And even, for some reason, swapping between controller and keyboard, which is not something new, that's been in every game, in-game. But I tried swapping between keyboard and mouse, and it wouldn't let me go back to controller. Well. But anyways, I had fun, and if anyone didn't know what happened on PC, because we were playing the PC version. So, what was the first day it was supposed to be available? Monday or something? And what happened is, you know, we all had it preloaded. And then something happened, and the preload uninstalled itself. It just, you know, straight up deleted itself. So everyone had to re-download the game. And because of that, the servers were very, very, very slow. So the first day that the beta was available, I did not get to play, and it wasn't because of my internet speed. It was because the servers were so slow. So there was nothing we could do. And what Bethesda did was they extended the length of the beta for today to... It was only a few hours before, like it's a few hours on every day, but today it was 2 p.m. to 11, which is a substantial amount of time. So that was pretty good of them. Albeit after that stream and playing some of Fallout, I did have to take a nap. It was a long morning. And get dinner. And then get back to playing. I do have some work I gotta do too. But I thought it was fine. I mean, I'm not gonna pay $60 for it. I was saying, like, I'll pay $25 for Fallout 76. $25. When it's on sale, when it's been out for a while, and maybe they've taken care of some optimization. Because God knows it needs the optimization. It's... Oh, man. It's in a pretty hideous state in terms of optimization. And anyone who has a 144 monitor knows about this issue with like Fallout 4, where so the game has VSync on like hardware wise, or like built-in engine VSync, and you can turn it off, but the game is designed around VSync. The physics are tied to it. And apparently your walk speed also is anyways. It's tied to frame rate. So, you know, that's fine if you just have a 60 hertz monitor. You don't really care about that. Your game will always be 60 anyways, and if it's not, it goes down to 30. It'll snap to 30 because it'll keep the VSync. Now, if you have a 144 monitor, so it would have the frame rate of that, so normally the game would be 72 FPS, and the engine just does not like that frame rate, so you're actually going to be playing at 48 FPS, because of that, because of the refresh rate is going to go down another notch, and that's terrible, and then it drops down even further, it drops down to 24, and it's... Oh man, the frame rate is terrible. So when I play a Fallout game, when I play Fallout 4 or Fallout 76, I have to turn I have to change my monitor settings to be 60 hertz so that when the game has VSync, and you could turn VSync off, but then the game has an uncapped frame rate if you turn VSync off. Like, VSync is the frame rate cap. So, if you do that, the game will have an uncapped frame rate, and when you do that, everything desyncs. Lots of things desync. Physics act wonky. And of course the run speed thing, you run faster if you do that. And you know, if anyone watched my Fallout 4 playthrough on Go to Bedcast, if you watched, if you haven't watched it, just know this. There are 2 Fallout 4 playthroughs. There's a Fallout 4 playthrough and then the Fallout 4 reboot. And half of the Fallout 4 original streams are troubleshooting entirely. So, because, so here's the solution. When you have a game that has an uncapped frame rate and when its VSync is off, you use NVIDIA Profile Inspector to put a frame rate limit on the game itself anyways. But NVIDIA Profile Inspector needs to update for Fallout 76. The game's not listed there, and I don't know how to add it to it myself manually. So until it's added to that, every time I want to play Fallout 76, I would have to set the frame rate of the refresh rate of my monitor to 60. Like, I really thought, like, Ultimate would do, like, everything in its power to be a nostalgia trip. Like, I thought this Final Destination would return with its effects and be updated. That would have been awesome, wouldn't it? Like, even if it's not playable, if it's not a selectable stage, I don't know why it wouldn't be. When, it makes me nervous because it makes me nervous when, like, Smash has all of those modifiers. Because that's kinda what hurt Smash Wii U, was all the custom moves and the custom stat stuff. All that shit really hurt. And item balance. The item balance in Smash Wii U. I'll talk about it later, but I don't like it. Talk about Smash 64 for now. That's me, I'm incredible. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about it. Yeah, I said Zelda. I didn't know who Samus was. I said Samus, not Metroid, because I didn't know what game Samus was from. Thought it was a dude. I didn't know who Captain Falcon was, didn't know who Ness was. Which is really weird. My brothers love this Super Nintendo. Oh no, that's right. We all remember how Earthbound was advertised in the West. This game stinks. So, I'm not surprised they didn't buy it. And also, Earthbound only came in that massive box that came with the guide. What if Mr. Metroid was the same guy from Halo? I could believe it. I also totally believe that he was intentionally foreshadowing, like, the death thing. There is no way that wasn't foreshadowing. That is really good foreshadowing as well. Like, everyone jokes about, like, haha, they're killing off the best characters in all these trailers. And then they seriously kill them off. Everyone, literally everyone, no survivors except Kirby, which canonically makes sense. You know, another detail in the trailer is that Sonic probably could have outran it too, but he stops to try to get Pikachu. Like, he slowed down for Pikachu. And, you know, that just tugs at the heartstrings. Hard hitting, yes, they were some brutal ones. Sakurai is an absolute ruse, man. And in every way you still don't expect it. I was gonna say, the online controversy around Piranha Plant is very similar to the controversy that revolved around Rob in Brawl when Rob was announced. And Brawl leaked. Every Smash roster that wasn't 64 leaked. Melee leaked, Brawl leaked, Wii U, and Ultimate didn't. I mean, Ken leaked. It text leak, yeah, it absolutely did. At least in the final stretch. But for Brawl, it was a mystical thing. It was deemed the 35-man roster, I believe. And it was, I don't know why it like perpetuated, because it was entirely a text thing. Maybe it was because there were leaks, official leaks on accident that corroborated it. But yeah, when Rob was announced, people were had about the same reaction. There was just no Twitter to. Well, Twitter existed, but not nearly as, you know, what it is. I assumed there were. I was thinking like, that's why I wasn't thinking it was a. What is it? Not a not like Taboo, because this seemed like a villain that was indiscriminate and gonna, you know, kill everyone, but apparently not. Apparently the villains are still siding with them. I think Taboo is totally gonna make a return. Not as the final boss. I really doubt Taboo will be the final boss. I think they'll create something brand new. But Taboo will still be there and be a boss fight. Maybe he'll be oh man, if he's a super boss, that'd be fucking awesome. And by the way, when we get to Brawl, I'm going to speed run through Subspace to get the characters. That's my plan. Because Brawl has these weird requirements where even if, like, in Brawl, if you, like, there's still, like, typical requirements you would expect, but some of them aren't possible until you do Subspace anyways. So it would just be, and I'm gonna speed run through it, I'm gonna skip cutscenes and everything. And if you want to see me do, I'll say it later, but if you want to see me do an actual Subspace playthrough, that exists on this channel. That was my first playthrough on Go to Bedcast. Oh, but yeah, it didn't pertain to Smash Wii U, but I am a little nervous about Spirits and hope that it is a fun, balanced mode. I'm nervous about the replay features as well. If you can, like, cut it and, like, edit the times of the replays and cut it down to just, like, moments. I don't know, we'll see. But I gotta say, as, like, someone who start on the internet and, like, getting into communities. Oh shit, actually that's not true. But into the community that most shaped my life. I got into it through Brawl Machinima. And it took until Ultimate for them to add a replay mode that has a camera that can unlock from the characters and you can hide the UI on. I think it's nuts that they actually did that though. But it actually happened. And it can go frame by frame. You could freeze frame through it, which is fucking awesome. But I mean, yeah, Smash Machinima is... I think it's way too limited of a form anyways, but certainly some people are gonna use it. Like, it'll be very beneficial for content creators for Smash anyways. Like, I know there's plenty of instances where my friend Alex was able to use it. This buffer. This non-existent buffer, rather. That is a lot of the time why I will, like, stand still. If I'm not watching an enemy, I'm standing still because I tried buffering an input. And I'm like, alright, well, I hit jump like 10 frames ago, where is it? Machinimas was such a weird self-insert of the time. They were weird. Yeah. But I mean, that's the community I started in. I would never, you know, go back to it because it's way too limiting of an art form. It's way too limiting of a form of anything. But there will definitely be benefits of it in Smash Ultimate, just not used by me. Oh, come on. And I don't, like, I wouldn't knock any kid that uses it as, like, a form of just, like, creating a movie with your favorite characters. Like, I don't know, yeah, that's really cool. Like, if you're not gonna get into Source, filmmaker, you could use something that's so simple like Smash. And I say that just like literally as expressing and creating, because I think that's a very important thing for people that want to be creative. Like, no, you don't have to create the best thing ever. You can start with something as simple as machinimas. I think if that's your way of expressing yourself, then absolutely go for it. You know, at that age. I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't have, you know, done animation without it. I wouldn't have done any animating. I wouldn't have learned without it. I wouldn't have gotten into, you know, modding or many other facets and things I do, graphic design, whatever, without Brawl Machinima. What if I only express myself through Vor Machinima? Oh man. Like Kirby, anything with Kirby as the main character. That might be a little weird. You should stick to more, you know, family-friendly themes. Like Snake is in a box and he doesn't want to come out, haha. Snake, come out of the box. No, I don't wanna. There we go. Snake, come out of the box. Kirby wants to vor you. No, I don't wanna. A different character getting the vor ability. I thought I was pretty incredible. I really, if I had one like quip that I still have with Brawl, outside its art style, it's that it got rid of the, damn it, oh, tap jump. You can't turn tap jump off in any Smash game until Brawl. Anyways, that too, I guess. Whoa. It's, anyone want to cook this egg on my face? It's, what was I even saying? It says L to retry, but that's not resetting it. Oh yeah, target test is not unique to every character in Brawl. It is in Melee and 64, but in Brawl it's, like 3 or 5 levels of target test, and that's it. The same ones for every character, and they were weirdly shaped too. Brawl tried to invent too much lore, and that's my problem with it. The great thing that is still great about Adventure Mode is it is still like a romp through Nintendo franchises and universes. But, Subspace Emissary is all quote-unquote original stuff and later some Kid Icarus stuff. I keep talking about the other Smash games, I can't help it. But I mean, I guess it's okay because I'm comparing them to this one. I didn't talk about fast falling in this game, which is only possible to fast fall when you've hit the peak of your jump. The problem is Brawl had a story where it took way too long to get to the point where characters died. In Smash Ultimate, that's just how it starts, everyone's death. Link is garbage in this game. Look at this recovery. He's so bad in this game. I don't think he's the worst character, but he is absolutely a really bad character. And looking at Link in Ultimate, you know, my main from Smash Wii U, he looks pretty like, he looks like a big brain character now, because his tools are so much more in-depth than they've ever been before. But maybe young Link will be the new, like, old Link, fulfill the purpose of old Link. I can't believe Liquid Snake and Kaz fucking died to Taboo. And Hal. And Otacon. Same character I just said, but... I can't believe I reacted like it was Huey during the live stream. I thought we were seeing Huey. Hal is still really fucking funny, but Oh my god. If they have Huey, oh god damn it, a startup. I wish the C-stick worked in this game too. In the other games, you can use the C-stick to do smashes. Except in Melee single player, it controls the camera for some reason. But in this game, C-stick does nothing because C-stick wasn't a C-stick on the N64, it was buttons. And all they do is like change your colors on the character select. Really hope Taboo's final form is gonna be Fat Taboo. Oh, I'm sorry, Futabu. Futabu's not fat at all. Oh, yeah, wrong move. I want to be careful with. Oh, right, I can just pause and see the whole thing. The first thing you found when you looked up Futaba was fanfic. It is Futaba. I think Futaba from Persona 5. If you think of another Futaba, comment below. Well, can we think about it being Futaba instead? What was her hacker name? Ah, oh, forget. Alibaba. I remember this giving me trouble when I was a kid. I don't know why I couldn't do it. I don't know. Oh, that's very high up. I don't think I'm not gonna get it through this. I've gotta go up and around. And there's no, Fox doesn't have his, side B at all in this one. Oh shit. Lost my second jump. I should, while we're in the last stretch here, let me rate some things. Music in this game is pretty okay. Not the best in the series, but some of the music's pretty good. The character select stage, the character select music is godlike. And is fantastic. Stage selection. Stages in this game had some fundamentally terribly designed stages, but there's a lot of fun ones. Struggling with the ones where you had to fall off stage for? Yeah, I know I struggled with that too. Alright, yep, there it is. Complete roster. We have achieved our goal. Let me finish that stage evaluation because I have like 10 more minutes. I'm not gonna take 10 minutes, but if I had to rate these stages, yeah, Peach's Castle, 3 out of 5. Congo Jungle, 4 out of 5. Hyrule Castle, 3 out of 5. Zeb's, 2 out of 5. Actually, this version of Seb's, this is different from the Melee and later ones, so I give that a 1 out of 5. Oh, I don't have the one stage you can unlock, which is Mushroom Kingdom. That's I'd say a 2 out of 5. This Yoshi's Island one is way too big, 3 out of 5. Dreamland is 4 out of 5. Sector Z is way too massive, but I have nostalgia glasses for it, so 3 out of 5. And Saffron City is also nostalgia, but I admit it's a really badly designed stage, but I'll still say 3 out of 5. And that was pretty easy run through because there's only so many stages. This roster of characters, this game has my favorite alternate colors in it, especially Donkey Kong's. Let me get back to DK. Like that red, the black one, the blue one. I love the colors where they're insanely vibrant. The Wario one. And Luigi's Fireball one. But Luigi also has that pink one. I love the pink one. That's always had that one. The different Yoshi colors. Kirby's. Even though like the same colors, but this purple one is unmatched. Just different colored party hats and Jigglypuffs. Or the ribbon. Yeah, they're all ribbons. Yeah, Falcons had good color too. Falcon had really good colors too. And Samus. This green one probably would have been my favorite as a kid. That's interesting that this color is here for Samus. It makes sense for like when Metroid Prime was out, but I wonder what this color is a reference to, if any at all. It's got to be because it's not the standard like recolor. But yeah, I didn't have a main. I just went around the roster, played characters competitively. This game is played like 5 stocks. It's crazy. I'll do a CPU battle, just one. Oh man, nostalgia for these stages, let me tell ya. Yeah, and in this game you can't play Final Destination or Battlefield outside of it. But you can play, well, I mean if you hack, yeah, you can, but yeah. Where am I? I found myself. Dying Squirtle? Why are you dying? Oh shit, someone else is gonna get that. I got it. I will get this Pokeball too. That hammer lasts way too long. This game had really good item balance though, outside of some things like that. I think the Power Star lasts way too long too. What is the crowd saying? I don't think they were saying anything. I think they were just bugged. The crowd in this game is top tier compared to even the other games. I would rate this game's crowds really high. I always love this music, actually. This might be my favorite track in the game on this stage. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think I would say that. I think that's right to say. The song is always good, though. Like, you can't fuck this song up. It's good in every version of it they've ever done. Still think Donkey Kong Country was one of the best transitions of a property. Oh shit, I thought I was where Fox was. To a new era of gaming. Retro did it fucking justice. With the Wii U titles. Transitions too that they didn't bring back until Smash Wii U. Yeah, this game's great. It did that thing on teams where if you're like the same character, it just makes them a lighter color, and then it can keep going. I think it does a darker one. Yeah. I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. That's what carries it for me. Very hard to rate the Smash games, honestly, but like because nostalgia carries this one a lot. Without nostalgia though, I think this would be, you know, the lowest ranked one, but you know, not by much. They're all still great. I love it. I love Smash, as I said in the beginning, but yeah. That's it for tonight. There will not be an issue with hitting 2 hours or even 3 hours for the rest of the Smash retrospective. I may even just cut it off at 2 hours every time so that I don't so I can fill the whole month, because this won't take too long for most of these games. But yeah. And worst case scenario, we can marathon it near the end of the month. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thank you for joining for the first episode of Smash Retrospective with Go to Bedcast. Tomorrow, we will be live with Smash Brothers Melee and starting that game. Unlocking characters in it, and I will go over its mechanics and things of that nature, telling my stories and everything with it. And on Saturday will be a Fallout 76 stream with Miguel. Then Monday and Wednesday, Pop is continuing Resident Evil, and then we'll see what Rave is up to on Tuesday. And then Smash Retrospective continues next Thursday and Friday. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm trying to make this like a passion stream thing. I love these games, and I want to do justice to them, but yeah. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, go to bed.